in the upper left, down 1 game. He needs to turn this around.
CJN2's hero, Kim Junho.
Only 2 Terrans remain, and he's one of them. He is.
Acer Innovation, Lee Shin-hyun.
You know, after seeing Innovation play that game, I'm feeling a little bit more confident that we're going to get a Terran out of this group.
Me too.
Because, like, Hero's really the guy that I look at. I'm like, well, I think this guy is actually a little bit better than everyone else in this group, based on, like, just recent performances. He plays in Pro League all the time. But, to be fair, you know, Leenock, unless you watch some of the Taiwanese leagues and stuff, you don't get to see quite as much.
Yeah.
You know, same can... Not the same, but like also you don't get to see Innovation as much, paying attention closely to like Korean versus Korean versus top Korean StarCraft, because he is on Acer, so don't get to see him in Pro League either. But he's looking like he's actually very top level at the moment, Tasteless, and he looked very good in the qualifiers as well. So Innovation feels like he's really coming back.
Really does. Innovation just a solitaire. I remember I was most awestruck by him when I was watching him perfectly pull SCVs in these really weird moments.
Yeah, that was your favorite part of him.
Well, I'm like, because I actually most of the time get sick to my stomach when I see too many SCVs pulls, but the way he's doing it, I'm like, oh my god, this is not just some weird timing where you're hitting them before they have Psy Storm. You're actually, you just evaluate the situation, and you're like, all right, all in.
That little bit of extra wins a game.
It does.
Yeah. Well, he could do something like that here. Definitely SCV pulls recently have been kind of popular still. Maybe part of that is because Byung is one of the Terrans that we see all the time. But definitely still a valid strategy a lot of the time.
Quick command center here for the Terran while that reactor is making. So this is a very middle-of-the-road build here from Innovation. It's very safe, well-rounded. He does have an SCV here blocking, so the Nexus can't be made, which is, I think that's an unplanned nuisance for a Hero right now, as he's realizing, oh crap, I really, you know, he actually had the 400 minerals a while ago.
He has 4 probes on that second gas.
Does he? Well, we'll see in a second.
Okay, now he fixed it.
He fixed it. I think Artosis was lying, actually.
I made that up.
He's making that up. He
I
does
just
that a
want
lot
attention.
past him. Yeah.
Tasteless, talk to me.
What do you want me to talk to you about? We're going to have
anything,
a little bit
I just want attention.
The eBay's almost done.
Yeah, getting that +1 really quickly once again here, I'm sure. Look at that build line right up. Finishes, he's at like 105 minerals, 105 gas or so.
Yeah.
Stargate on the way here for Hero. Cool. So this is probably why he chose this map. He wanted to go with a Stargate opener like this. Probably going to make an Oracle, I would say. And wouldn't be surprised if he goes into Phoenixes after that. They can be pretty popular on this map.
Well, let's see where he takes the game from the Stargate. We don't see a lot of people, at least in Code S, do the Nexus then the Stargate like this. Normally it's like...
I guess some of the more recent games that we've seen this against Terran, like... Thing is, there haven't been that many Terrans, so we haven't really seen anything too much.
Now that I think about it, we've hardly casted Terrans at all here. So.
Yeah, and I think even especially versus Protoss, like I feel like we've casted a lot of TVZs in comparison.
Yeah.
Because the Zergs are just actually the ones on the loose this season. Tastes only 6 Protosses so far are in that round of 16, while 7 Zergs.
There you go.
Tell me that's not more.
Well, you know what I'd say, Artosis. We do have the Oracle coming up now. Let's see how much damage this guy can do.
Oh, a perfect scan.
Yep, barely
leaving
within
right
scan
then.
range.
Very well done there by Innovation.
Let's see if he's got the defenses necessary. We see a turret's making. I assume that's in the, that's in the main, but
no.
You know,
leaving enough Marines as well to kill it off.
Okay, so this shouldn't really get any more than 1 or 2 kills. Damn, that thing just kills stuff so fast every time.
Let's see anything else. Another SCV does go down. Some very nice micro here.
Yeah, beautiful micro. Actually, microing right through the base and then getting out mostly unscathed.
Yeah, that was well done, Oracle. Overall, have to be pretty happy with that. He's getting that Robo now, so should be going into Colossus tech from here. I do wonder if he's going to support it with Phoenixes or not.
Yeah, I'm curious about that as well. We do have the robotics bay coming up here.
This Oracle's still trying to get some kills off. Got to be very careful with it. You do not want it to die.
Well, it goes both ways, too, because even if the Oracle's, you know, if the Terran doesn't deal with it perfectly, then the Oracle just kills off such an absurd amount.
It is true.
And so this is keeping Terran stapled to his base while Hero does have some liberty to go about on the map. We saw that earlier when he chased out that Reaper.
But I wouldn't call it stapled. I'd call it like Velcroed.
Yeah, okay, Velcroed's much better.
Stapled is like as if there's a lot of pain being inflicted.
Was Velcroed made by NASA?
No, I think it was actually invented by Arthur C. Clarke in a book, an old science fiction book. I'm pretty sure, something like that.
What do you mean it was invented in a book?
Like he made it up in a story or something like that. I think I read something like that. Maybe I'm crazy. Let us know on Twitter.
Yeah,
let us know how stupid I am on Twitter.
Well, there might have been something written about it that was like that, but that doesn't mean it was invented there.
I think it was like maybe like 2001: A Space Odyssey or something.
I thought they used Velcro when you're in outer space specifically because that's like one of the only ways where there's no gravity you can get two things to just attach without an adhesive necessary.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out on the commercial break when we check our Twitters.
Yeah, we'll find out that we were totally wrong.
Yeah, and someone that uses Google can to figure this out can call stupid as if he knew already.
Look a lot smarter than us. Yeah.
Anyways, double Forge and Blink on the way. So it looks like Hero does want to go into a much longer game here. Generally, you don't get 2 Forges for a 2-base timing attack. That would be what we call bad.
That's not a thing.
No. Even though we may have seen it before, it is not actually good. So should be going into a 3rd base when he feels comfortable about it, which should be a little while from now. You don't want to just take it right away because you're spending so much gas on everything.
This has been the way Protoss has developed as of late, is really powering on 2 bases. Don't get the 3rd base that you're just putting yourself at risk to lose.
Yeah, I think a big part of that is the maps. A lot of these maps, the 3rd is a little bit harder to take, and if you don't power up and get a good army, you're just going to die.
Well, the initiative again going to Hero now, since he has these medevacs out here. This is the moment where really Protoss gets to be the one who's going to have to defend perfectly. Shouldn't be too hard, though, with a player like Hero, I mean, to just hold this.
Yeah, the thing is, you're not actually supposed to do this. This isn't even a good idea.
Well, it's antithetical to what you're supposed to do to win. Protoss is on 3 bases, for instance. Same thing with Zergs. I mean, on 4 bases that's when drop RAS gets really strong because they're just covering more areas. But when you're on 2 base, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, we're talking about Code S level defense here.
Yeah,
they can usually hold 2 bases just fine.
If you're on 2 bases and you haven't been hurt, a drop shouldn't be able to hurt you if you're inside your 2 bases.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's okay for Innovation to like look for Hero messing up.
Well, he did see Hero mess up pretty badly in the last game. He might think that he can just catch him off guard.
Could be.
It's one of these moments where counterintuitive play can catch a player who's stressed out off guard.
Yeah, definitely a possibility. These Stalkers kind of going a little bit crazy right there. Some more upgrades on the way. And he is taking his 3rd base a little bit later than Innovations. Not too big a deal, though, because he's focused so heavily on upgrades. He can be behind in economy a bit because his 2-2 will be done first, and he's got like just more tech overall. Yeah,
well, on a map like this, I think the engagement, well, depending on how he moves out, I guess, but sometimes the engagement can be more of a hallway. You know, for instance, if they fight right here, it's going to be an open area. That would really help the Terran out.
Yeah, we don't see fights there too often.
Yeah, Protoss tend to just not go there at all.
You know, I think he just really wants to get a cancel on this 3rd base. If he can get a cancel here, that's pretty big, I would say. Because that makes the 3rd really, really slow.
I think he can get a cancel if he wants to.
He may have been able to, but he actually, I guess, chooses the better part of Valor and escapes.
Is that the better part of Valor?
Is running away, yes.
That's an expression, because you used that before, right? The better part of Valor?
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've heard you say it
That's
before.
like retreating. I don't know where I heard it, but I've used it long enough that I think it is a saying.
We can crowdsource Sartosis, so I can ask all sorts of deep questions.
Like, no, you're wrong again, actually. This is the saying, and it didn't mean that. It was sarcastic. Like, oh. I always wanted to think I had a lot of valor because I like to run away from confrontation.
Well, Protoss is moving out. And that was a good move there to blink out and take a look at what's going on and then to blink away. Or to move out and then blink away, rather.
Hey, the Reaper finally got a kill.
I thought that Reaper was actually killed off a while ago. I thought the Stalkers took that out.
He saved it for the 14-minute probe kill timing.
Yeah, it's a really good timing.
Yeah.
It's deep in the round of 16 meta now. Good to see it here in the round of 32.
Yeah, this is just showing how much people are improving.
Yeah.
We have 2 starports, yeah, starports. I always mess up starport and Stargate. We have 2 starports here for innovation, and that's getting him a ton of Vikings. And it makes sense because we have so many Colossus being made here. I do wonder if he's going to go for an SCV pull. Because a lot of times, like in the old days when he was SCV pulling a lot, always got those 2 Stargates or starports.
Starports.
Things that make flying stuff. He's got those 2 spires going.
We should just troll the entire audience and just call them like space stations or something. Like just weird.
Space stations.
He's
I
got
like
2
it.
space stations.
Yeah, yeah, I really like that.
All right, Terrence.
Well, and he's making poltergeists right now.
Yeah, poltergeist.
He needs that EMP.
Yep. He needs 0 battery spell. Well, Terran.
0 battery spell.
It's like the worst name for it ever.
Yeah.
And Protoss will cast Quagmire.
14 Vikings right now. If he utilizes these Vikings, look, he has a group of Vikings way up in the top middle, doesn't he?
Does he? No.
Is that something I see on the minimap? No, he brought him back.
No.
Mine.
That's over his army right there.
That's just some other blue speck on the minimap. Anyways, we do have a couple DTs coming, but with this many Vikings, 60 Vikings now. Yeah.
SCV pull. We're getting to the climax here.
This is getting serious, Tasteless. Doesn't get more serious than this.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if they like moved in together, that'd be more serious. But like, this is serious.
Well, he won't get a lot of SCVs over that expansion.
Yeah.
Here come the SCVs now. Now the SCVs are here to actually tank the first few volleys from the Colossi.
Yeah, but
while the stimmed army does the damage.
One thing he's got to make sure of is he kills off these Colossus as quickly as possible. And here we go. He has them attacking them right down. The SCV is mostly taken out now. Still a lot of shots from these Colossus going forward. Terran army does look a lot stronger, though.
There are a lot of zealots, though, underneath this.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, hold on. It's hard to see what's going on with the medevacs on top.
Indeed.
I think Hero holds this. Does he?
Yeah, it looks like he does. In the meantime, he has destroyed the economy. GG.
Well, that happened.
Now, what went wrong there is
he didn't have the SCVs in the front.
Well, I think that isn't what that's wrong as well, perhaps. But
100% correct analysis.
I think the most important thing here is actually when there's that many Colossus, you have to get the Vikings in there first a little bit, because if you attack with everything all at once, I mean, you can still win the battle, but if you knock out 1 or 2 Colossus before the battle begins, that is so much less damage that they're doing to you. And I feel like he made a mistake there, because the way, being back near that Nexus, he could have flown his Vikings over the side before stimming and running in with everything. Yeah. And then what are the Stalkers going to blink up into the mineral line or something? Then you just fly back and, you know, you make it like a very uncomfortable situation to defend those. So I think that was a bit of a mistake there.
5 seconds to go. What map does he pick? Go. Go.
Merry-go-round. Oh. King Sejong Station. That's what I was going to say if you gave me 10 seconds. You're going to have to trust me.
King Sejong Station it is. The winner of this does go on to the winner's match here. We're still in our first best of 3 today.
All right, so you know, this map, definitely a map that can be hard to hold off all the drops, and once you kill those rocks, there are multiple ways to attack him in the natural.
Yeah.
So Innovation will have plenty of places that he can try to harass Hero.
I'm wondering if we're going to see an SCV pull here, because
that's his style.
That's what he likes to do, but that last game, I mean, Hero made that look pretty easy. I also think Protosses have definitely had enough time to deal with SCV pulls.
Thing is, they went out of style for a bit, so like I think the builds they're using right now are again weak to it. If you go Blink plus Colossus plus Double Forge, that's literally what SCV pulls were designed to kill.
Game number 3 is loaded and ready to go. This is the GSL.